Assalamu alaikum all. Welcome back to our channel Shazar Naeem Official. So we have started our C++ course series. So in this video we will discuss about what are data types in C++. So let's get started. So first of all we will see that what are data types. In C++, data types are fundamental building blocks that defines the nature characteristics of the data used in program. Understanding different data types available and their properties is crucial for efficient and effective C++ code. Basically, data types are used for building are the building blocks of the program, and it is used for efficient and effective code in C++. So there are different types of data types. First, we will discuss the fundamental data types. In fundamental data types, there are variety range of data fundamental data types such as integer data type. In integer, there is int, short int, long int. There is also a floating data type in and double data type. In floating data types, we will see that we get values in decimal point up to a 6 or 7 decimal points. But in case of double data type, we will get values up to 15. We get up to 15 decimal points value of the point. In character data type, we will store characters, and there are also other data types we will discuss further. Integer data types. Integer data types, there is a long, short, int. In the integer data types, we will store integer values. We cannot store uh, decimal points values. If we store that decimal point values, it will choose integer data value and store in a variable. We will discuss further in programming. Floating point data type. In floating point data type, we will store values in points. We will discuss before that we store values up to 6 or 7 decimal points in floating data point. Uh, but in case of double data type, we will store values up to 15 after 15 decimal points values. So we will see that floating data types in C++ are used to represent numbers with decimal points, allowing for more precise representation of values. The two main floating point data types are float and double, which differ in their precision and memory requirements. Float provides single precision floating point numbers, while double offer double precision numbers. Choosing the appropriate floating point type depends upon the required level of accuracy and trade-off between precision and memory usage. After that, we will see that character data type. In character data types, we will store only characters such as letter, digits, some symbols in inverted comma, single inverted comma. In character data type, we use to represent individual characters such as letter, digit, symbols. Characters can be used to store a single character or a sequence of characters known as string. I have I have told you before that we store the characters in a string in a single inverted comma. Character data types can be further classified into signed and unsigned variants, which determine the range of values which can be represented Understanding the behavior and limitation of the character data types is crucial for working with text-based data type in C++ program. We will see that character data type in coding. Boolean data type. In Boolean data type, we use to represent logical values which can be either true or false. Basically, Boolean data type is a conditional based data type in which we check either the condition is true or false. Basically, it is used in if else loops, structures, and we use in that case in which we make decisions. The other types of data type are derived data types, which are derived from fundamental data types. In addition to fundamental data types, which allow the creation of derived data types such as arrays, structure, unions, and pointers. In derived data types, there are different types of the derived data types such as array, structure, union, pointer. The derived data types are used in complex programs where there's large type of data. And we will not often use the fundamental data types because in complex programs we offer derived data types because it helps in organizing the data in best way. So the conclusion of the data types is that the data types help in writing efficient, reliable, and maintainable code. It helps in performance, accuracy, and flexibility for catering a wide range of applications. So we will discuss these data types in coding. We will go to the our compiler C++ VL Studio 22. First of all, we will see that what are the sizes of different data types. So I have written the code for size of different data type. The size of function is used for checking the size of different data types. We can write size of, then in bracket we will write data type. This function will check the data size of data types. So we I have written the code for different data types, so we can run and check the sizes of different data types. So here is the size of different data types. The size of character is 1 byte. The size of integer is 4 byte, which equal to 1 byte equal to 8 bit. So 4 byte we can you can multiply you can calculate it in bits. Size of short integer is 2 byte. Size of long integer is 4 byte. Size of long int is equal to 8 byte. One long is equal to 4 bytes, so two long is equal to 4 plus 4, 8 is equal to 8 byte. Size of float is equal to 4 byte. Size of double is equal to 8 byte. So size of long double is equals to also 8 byte. Size of bool equal to 1 byte. So we see the sizes of different data types. Now we can see how the data types used to store data. We can remove it. Now we will see the character data types with the help of a coding. So we will first write character, and we write variable by grade. We calculate the grade. We will see out our grade. So see out my grade. Now we'll show. Now we'll use it. Now you will see that character A will display on our console. You can also write ASCII code for characters like 65, ASCII code for 65 for A, 66 for B, 67 for C, onward. The character A will display on our console. Now further we will see that integer data type. We can store only integers in integer data type. And integer value is equals to 5. Out value. If we write integer number is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we will use for long integer we use long int, or for more complex value which is in raised to power 10 or greater than 1000, 10,000. For that we use long int. Number is equals to 1, value which is greater, like that we will use long int for that. So we also name them value number 1, number 2. We will print cout cout long int number 1, and printing on next line. Cout long long int. Oh, long long int number 2, and so we check by running it. Wait for a second. You will see the long int, very that value is stored in long int. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is stored in integer, and 5 will be stored in a value. we will cannot handle the use here. Value. No, we'll see that it will print in appropriate way. Sorry for delay. Our compiler is very slow. So you will see that value 5 will be stored in value. This value will be stored in long end, and this value will be stored in long end. Now we will see that we will store the integer value. We store decimal value in integer. So what will be the result of that? Int value is equal to 5.25456. If we store that in integer, what will the result? Cout value. So you will see that the only 5 will be printed. I told you before that after point the integer will not include that number. It only store the integer value part, not decimal part. So we will discuss now the float data type. Float data type will float I is equal to 3.14. We discussed before that the float store the decimal point value. So cout by wait for a second. You will see that the float will printed the whole value, but in case of integer, it will only print 3. If we write integer here, it will only print 3. So now we move forward to double data type. In double data type, we precise number in decimal points up to 15 decimal places. Double data types basically store integer, float value. It can store float integer value also. Double value is equals to 12 e to power 10. So we also see that what will the result. Wait for a second. Our compiler will be slow. So it will take time. We run it again. Oh, we do not see out our value. See out value. You will see that 1.2 e to power 11. It will store values in point integer value also. So, so our next data type is string data type, which we'll not discuss before. See that string data type. To store values in string, we will see the syntax store value equals to we will store the we cannot store direct value like 1 2 in a string. It will show error. For storing the value, we will write in double inverted commas. You can write anything to store 1 2 hello 1 2 3 4 hash a dollar sign percentage sign etc. So it will so these all will be stored in a string. The out value. Wait for a second. You will see that the whole string will be stored in a value and you will see on the console. There is also a library of a string which will include hashtag include string, which include all the functions and the values of a string. So this is a string data type. In Boolean data type, it will check either the condition is true or false. So we will check bool A is equals to true, bool B is equals to false, bool C is equals to true. See out A equals to A. Now we will change D D C or you will see the So for true value, it will show 1. For false value, it will show 0. The Boolean data type basically is checking for condition. So you will see that for A is equals to 1, B is equal to 0, C is equals to 1. So we will discuss all the fundamental data types. First, float, second integer, third double, Boolean, float, double, int, Boolean. So these are the data types. So this is our overall video. So thanks for watching. If you find our video interesting, like our video, share our video, and subscribe our channel. Okay, Allah Hafiz.